Hi everyone, welcome back to The Witness. Now, today I'm streaming at a bit of an inconvenient time for most of you guys, but I am not really sure when I have the opportunity to stream these weeks. So whenever I have a bit of a opportunity to stream a couple hours, I will take that. I'm just not expecting a whole lot of you to show up, but that's fine. Last time we left off here where I just couldn't figure out how to finish up this puzzle, and I decided to call it a night as I was going actually crazy with not being able to figure that one out. And I still really haven't figured it out. So my thought is that somehow we should be able to activate something yellow over here. So maybe it has something to do with the cables. So we'll take a look. If it has anything to do with these cables, maybe. Unfortunately, all the cables lead to different places, so I don't think that works. Wait a minute. Oh, hello. That was the shape I've been looking for that I couldn't find. Alright, cool. So I think this one is the only one left in the castle area then. Actually, look at that. That is a puzzle, which I'd never seen before. Let's go around and see if there's any more triangles. There are. That's not how to solve it, because then I'll be crossing one of them multiple times. Maybe it's just a simple thing like this. Like this even. Feel like that could work. And then just repeat the process over and over. Like so. Wait, where did I go wrong? That's 1, 1, 1. Where did I go wrong, actually? Did I just do it wrong at the very start then, maybe? Actually, I don't think that works. I think we have to go along the bottom first, otherwise we don't have enough space to make that turn. And then go like this. So let's see. These ones are right so far. Those 4 all have 1 line next to them. And I feel that is true for these 3 and then 5 as well. So this works. Then I need to go like this along. There we go. Ah, now I see it. Wait, did I just never see this cable? That's a bit embarrassing. Ah, now I see. So I feel as if we finish this puzzle, the line's going to become yellow, and then we can connect it to this ending point. So let's see how to solve this. Doesn't look too complicated. I wonder if this counts for different solutions. Let me just check my save file real quick. Because there are multiple solutions and I still needed to solve a couple panels. So I'm at 506 panels solved right now. So I wonder what happens if I solve it in a different way. If that is a different solution. No, it still counts as 506. Alright. That's good to know. Let's finish it like this. Actually, the line is not yellow, is it? Why is it not yellow? That's a bit weird. Has to be something I can do to make this yellow. Is there maybe another one of these pillars somewhere? Maybe there's a pillar that makes that line become yellow? Pretty sure I've never done this one in a previous playthrough, so I'm completely lost. And it's yellow like this, so sort of yellow. Not completely, but maybe if you do it in a different way, you solve it the other way around, maybe it becomes yellow. Let's take a look, see if that maybe is a thing. Not too sure, honestly. No, that's also white. What am I missing? What am I missing? And there has to be a way to make this line yellow, right? I think. At least we found that one, and we know that this is the correct thing to do. We just need to figure out how to make this line yellow. Let's see if there's something else here that could help us. Doesn't look to be any other similar puzzles like this one. Actually, so what we could do is we could take a look at the obelisk and see what the shape looks like. Maybe we can solve it in a particular way and then the line will turn yellow. So all we need to make sure is that we get a good look at where the start is, because the start is somewhere up there on this wall and it goes down. So this line of the floor will look a bit squashed, probably. Or the starting point will. Right, so this is that wall. This is the starting point. So it goes down and then goes around against the edge. And then crosses all the way over. And then just makes a neat little staircase. And then comes down across and... Right. So seeing... So there is 1, 2, 3 turns. This is probably 4 or 5. Alright. Now let's get back. Right, so it sort of went like this, and then all the way across, and then a neat little staircase. It went like this, I think. Didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. And then, oh, it's stand over here. The problem I have is, if we do it like this, then we're not gonna solve the puzzle, because we're missing one hexagon. Actually, the line became white when we solved it. Maybe it becomes yellow when we don't. Nice, okay. We've got the right shape now. Just need to be quick before the yellow fades. There we go. Alright. That one was tricky because there were multiple steps involved. You have to see the pillar. You have to understand that you have to not solve the puzzle, but draw an incorrect line. Alright, that's cool. I think that's all of the ones near the castle done then. Just a whole bunch of these black lines over here in the town. Actually, there's one more we need to do. 2 more, actually. Uh-oh. Alright, that one is solved. And there's a bunch of them over here. Right. I feel like these 2 we did with the castle walls from the boat. I feel like this might also be with the boat. I'm not completely sure. It could also be on the inside or outside of the castle wall by foot. This one is interesting because it does have 90-degree turns. So that is probably also going to be a castle wall. I think. I mean, I have one that I think which might be it, but I don't think they'd include it on this obelisk. Because there's also the secret true ending, and that one looks remarkably close to this one. But if you activate it, you can only go to the secret ending and not back here, so I don't know if they'd include it on this obelisk. Because you couldn't actually check this obelisk out anymore. I think. I mean, maybe it saves it as being, solved. And then after you've seen the true ending, you can load back into that save file and go back here again. Actually, I'm pretty damn sure that that's the one. So, if you get to the very end, you will... I don't know where it is exactly on the island anymore. I feel like it might be in the mountain, but maybe it's hidden somewhere else. After the challenge, maybe we get to see a solution like this, where you can put it in, and that'll reactivate this gate, and the gate will close again. This whole beam will turn white again, and you can use the sun as a starting point, and then solve this puzzle. And it does look exactly the same shape, so it is probably that one. But I'll keep that one for last because, you know, true ending might be a good place to finish off. So now I want to find the other solution. Might have to go around this castle wall to find it, because it was in the same place as these two puzzles that we solved over here. So it might be somewhere around here as well. But again, we might need the boat to do this. Unless there's something over here that we can see. Oh, right. We did that puzzle again, so now it's not open anymore. Do we see anything interesting? Not really, I think. The thing about the shape of that puzzle we were looking for is that it's relatively flat, so it has a lot of, you know, wrinkles, but it's not like the castle walls where it goes up and down and up and down. It's relatively flat with just a few impurities. So that might be around the water edge. That's what that could mean. Let's do this puzzle real quick, so at least that gate is open. Of course, if you want to resolve this puzzle again and want to close the gate again, you'd have to solve that one the opposite way again. But we'll do that at a later stage. So right now, let's grab a boat. See if we can't find anything that looks like the puzzle. Yeah, this definitely is that gate. It just matches up perfectly. So I think indeed you solve that. The gate recloses, you get the true ending. And then much like the end with the elevator, it makes a save game that you can go back to where it is solved, but you can move on as if it's, you know, as if the gate is still open. I think that's probably how it works. Also, these ones, I'm not sure if these stay solved. Because there might be one or two places on the map where I haven't actually called upon the boat. There might be a few panels I'm still missing. Right, let's go over here. Alright, now let's slow it down a bit. Let's see if we can find a round shape somewhere. Because again, it's in the same vague direction as this puzzle right here with the castle wall we did before. So we're hoping it's somewhere around here. It's not going to be out at sea, I suppose. Maybe the clouds, but they don't seem to line up nicely. Are we seeing any round shapes in the rocks, maybe? Trying to look for a pattern, but I don't see anything. And I think this side is already too far away than it would have been in one of the other corners of the obelisk. So if anything, it should be around this side, or maybe even around that corner. Alright, let's go back. Maybe go the other way around, maybe we'll see something different. Could be that it's from a very specific angle over here that we can see something here that we wouldn't see if we just passed through there. This game does like to just confuse you like that. Oh, actually, oh no, that was the ship we used for the cloud, wasn't it? Yeah. Don't think that's going to be it. You can still see the starting point for that one. But I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything else. So maybe it is not from the boat. At least it doesn't seem like it. Oh, that didn't turn up anything. Guess we'll take another look and see if we find some clue in the shape of it. So we start off to the right. It's just mostly little squiggly lines. Hmm. It has to be near those castle walls. So, the only thing I can think of, which again we're going to have to use the boat, because on the inside I don't think there's anything shaped like that because it's just straight walls, pretty much. This is too unregularly shaped. The only thing I can think of is some of the bushes, maybe? Because it looked for a bit from a distance as if this was going to form a neat little circle, but didn't quite do that. It almost seemed like there was going to be a circle shaped in here, but then it couldn't really go anywhere. Oh, wait. I think I may have seen something. It's only there for, like, the tiniest amount of time. So, I mean, I should have seen it before, 'cause apparently I wasn't paying attention, or I was just going too quick. But I feel like I just saw a circle over here, which led sort of over here. And with the shape we're looking for, that sort of is, well, like that would check out. I want to speed it up a bit, but I don't want to miss it again, because it is just the tiniest amount of time that you can actually see it before it becomes nothing again. Let's see, I think we're coming up on it right now. Alright, let's stop the boat. That is almost it, isn't it? Oh, that is most definitely it. I just need to go a bit further so that this isn't obstructed. This is a bit more neat. This is the finishing point. So let's stop it here again. Ah, okay. That rock is still messing us up a bit. Just a bit more. Let's see, I think that's it. Nice, there we go. Well, that took a while to see that one. As you can see, it's a matter of being in the exact same right spot, because if you're 2 meters to the left or to the right, it just becomes all modeled again and there's no distinct shape to be found. Right, cool. We've done that one. I'm just not looking forward to all those lines with those walls, because some of them, we solved one of them, which was very easy to see, but then another one we could sort of see what they were trying to do, but we couldn't match up one of the lines. It was just a couple trees blocking the view, and we couldn't match those up. Right. Let's take a look which one we could do now. We could do this one. There's a whole bunch of them here. I mean, there's so many, I've no clue where to even start. Let's just look around, see if we can find anything, I suppose. Actually, one of the things I've noticed before was this right here. That is one. But as you can see, there's a lot more of them. Some of them work, some of them don't, it seems. There's one more line over here. I think that's probably... actually... oh, there seems to be one more, at least. Okay, that's nice. That's a couple done. Let's go back up in this tower. Let's take a look if we can't see a couple more of those black wall ones. We did this one around here. That one wasn't too hard. We can see that we're supposed to end up over there. Just, I don't know, can we get in that tower over there, the church tower? I don't remember if that was actually a thing. Might have been, actually. Oh, it was, okay. And we can probably solve one, maybe two of them from here as well. Yeah, that works. Alright, that's nice. That's another one done. Right, let's see. Do we see any other ones? Over here, maybe? There was one puzzle that pointed this way. Actually, what is this? It's not completely black, but again, for a lot of these things, there is no coincidences in this game. Let's see. Oh, actually, there's a rounded edge over here. So this is most definitely one. Just, we can't use this as a starting point. Maybe if we... I don't see exactly how. Or do I, actually? If this is a beam, which is on top of this one, or underneath one, this one actually, and if we place this over here, then this line, this black line, will just complete this. We can use this as a starting point, and somehow go around and complete it over here. So we need to move the bridge one square back, if we can. So it should be over here. So we'll do the exact same solution, just instead of making the line go here, we'll go here. We replace this one with a line over here. Then that should still work. Alright, let's see what that does. It does complete it. That is nice. Alright, that's another one. Let's just make this bridge go back in its original place so that if we need to go up there, we still can. Alright. Let's go check out which ones we still need. I mean, there's tons of them we still need, but at some point we also need to make a line like this, because we haven't done that. We've gone around and completed this one. We also need to make one... I don't know if we actually need to finish up here, but at some point we need to get the line moving over here across these steps, and finish it off all the way here, probably. Maybe up on that wall again. I'm not sure. But the fact that there's a line crossing those steps in black kinda gives me the idea that we do have to complete the line over there. Alright, so we still have to finish off this one, wherever that may be. And we have this one. Oh, we just completed this one, which was the bridge. There's a couple ones that look quite similar to each other, which naturally gives me the idea that they're in the same spot. They're just different solutions, or probably the same starting spot. They were more over here, I think. But I'm not sure if there were actually more puzzles inside the lake, or if it was somewhere over here, maybe? Maybe it was somewhere inside the church. That could also be a thing. I feel like at the right angle this could also be an ending point. But it's what this game does to you. You start to see like rounded edges and circles everywhere, even when there are none, really. Ooh, this is interesting. This is red, and I think this might be an ending spot, which would make it one continued line. It's just the color of inside this building has to be red. We know how to do that. We've been here before. We go inside like this. Don't remember which one it was, but shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Okay, so that's green, so then it's going to be this one to make it red. So I feel like since that is now red light, we can actually complete the line. Like so. Maybe we need to be a bit more over here. No? Maybe if you stand atop this building? That's better, I think. Alright. Cool. That's another one. Now the question is, the yellow ones are not gonna work, I think, because you can only make green, red, and blue light. But if we make this green, is there maybe another line we could draw? You could say that this looks like a line as well. But where's the starting point? I think, is that considered a starting point? It's quite vague, isn't it? It's not perfect. But maybe we can find a spot where it is a bit more circular. Maybe if you stand downstairs. Let's just make... Oh, actually, there we go. That is green. Right, okay. So, the ending point might be this then. Let's make the room green. I think it was this middle one. There we go. Very nice. Let's see which ones we have left then. I think that's all of those solved. So now we just have to solve a bunch of these black wall ones. Might be a couple other ones hidden somewhere, which I haven't really spotted yet. And then there's one more, almost like a reverse question mark. Over there. Let's try to find that one first, because it's in a different spot to all the other ones. Except for this one, but I kind of figured out that that's supposed to be the gate. So... it's through that window, sort of. It's going to be over here somewhere. Maybe it's inside? Inside here, maybe? Or is it going to be inside here? Might actually. It might actually. Because I found this before. And I found this semicircle before. But I haven't figured out how to use this. But this is definitely one. This is definitely one, although I don't know exactly how to. There's something green somewhere else we could use. Oh, what is this? That looks like a circle, doesn't it? Maybe we need to use something on the screen. And for this one as well. So we'd have to input those different solutions that we found. And then use that to create these puzzles. Alright, so let's remember the shape so we can cross off those two for now. Just so we know that we have that to do. So this one goes like this, and around, and down. And the other one is more wide than tall, but sort of the same principle. Anything else over here we could do? Not really, I think. Alright. So, which two are those? It's not this one, at least. Oh, they are actually this one and this one. Hey, Pyro. Yeah, indeed. Just, I finished up the game, finally. Got the plat, did the challenge. Now I'm just trying to, sort of get 100% done. So I'm on the hunt for the environmental puzzles. Yeah, I did so in I think 2 streams ago. Well, 3 streams ago I beat the game. 2 streams ago I got the final trophy doing the challenge. And then I know what the secret ending is. It is actually this environmental puzzle right here. But I have still a bunch to do before I do that one. I found all of the solutions. I just haven't input them yet. Because I wanted to save those for after the environmental puzzles, but kind of forgot that you need those for at least 2 of these solutions. So I'll probably do this obelisk, except for those 3 with the gate on the other side. And then I'll just move to a different obelisk, and then I'll pick up the recorders and the solutions along the way. So right now I'm thinking of where could this wave-like thing be. Because a wave, of course, is sort of a natural shape, so maybe it is near the lake, but I'm not too sure. I feel like this could be one of those walls again. It might actually be this one that I talked about, because this might be the line that crosses over the steps, and I feel like this corner over here is actually this shape of this wall. So that would check out. So we could then see that we'd have to be standing somewhere around here and get the shape of the starting point over here. So that gives us a clue as to where we could maybe find that. And I think this one is up on the tower again. This one's interesting. And the bottom one, just a straight line. We have to find that one as well. Those tend to be the hardest if they are not very clearly... if they're not very clear in the environment to see. Because a straight line is about the simplest shape you could possibly have. So how are you going to find that one particular straight line? There's so many. Right, the question is... I think we might have to stand up on there, actually. For the one I just mentioned. Let's go stand up here. Yeah, that is definitely that shape. Alright. So that's another one done. Right. Cool. Problem is, there was also a puzzle that was more this way. But I haven't been able to find it yet. Maybe it's somewhere in the trees? Somewhere over here, maybe? Actually, I wouldn't be too surprised. So we did use these as a clue for this puzzle. Maybe there is a shape in these leaves. If there is, I can't really see it. But maybe one of those other trees does have a shape. Most annoying part about this is I know I've done this particular puzzle in a previous playthrough, but it's been years. I can't recall anything about it anymore. Was it in the past, maybe? I know there's a couple in the steps for the monastery here, but that is for the jungle pillar. Not for that obelisk here in the town. So that can't be it. Where it's pointing, it almost has to be over here somewhere. But I don't know where. I thought maybe that one was supposed to be underground, but it's only these two that are underground, so it can't be underground as well. It's completely other direction. Right, let's check out the church a bit better. See if maybe it's near the lake or something. A couple of those. It's not going to be the windmill because that belongs to the Symmetry Island pillar. Not going to be the lake as well, I think. Does it have something to do with these leaves, maybe? I don't really think so, but you never know. Maybe this underground room has something. Doesn't look like it. These ones are tricky to find. The other pillars so far have been quite easy to find. These ones are actually well hidden. So we've done that one, and that one. Do we still need to do something with those black walls? I'm almost tempted to say no, that there's only 3 of them, and we did all 3 of them. Just wondering where the wave-like shape comes into play. Where can we find that? It's not going to be that tree stump, is it? Doesn't look like it, no. So where could they be? I think we've done all of these as well. There's something up here, maybe? Also doesn't look like it, I think. That shape looks remarkably close to a semicircle, doesn't it? Maybe if you find the right clouds, could make a shape out of it. But even then, finding the right spot, that might also just be on the complete other side of the island. And it isn't going to be this obelisk. And we might have actually already used that cloud, or was it a different one we used before? For the castle. Maybe something in here. I mean, the whole grid is a puzzle, basically. Because we needed to solve that. To open this door. Is there anything else? I know for sure that this is going to be a semicircle. And that we are going to match it up with something else. I'm just not sure where or how. If it's even going to be an environmental puzzle for the town. Probably closer to the jungle or something. That's interesting. I don't really know how to do that. So there must be one over here. Just really struggling to find it. Maybe I need to find another semicircle over here. And that'll close that corner of the cloud. I'm just grasping at straws here. Alright, maybe there is more underground. We just need to go to the right a bit. So maybe go to the right from there. From up there. Actually, could go around here. Could also use the other building to get there a bit quicker, I think. I think this is the windmill. Yeah. Alright, let's use that building over there. Might as well. I've picked this one up as well.
The concept of a clock enfolds all succession in time. In the concept, the 6th hour is not earlier than the 7th or 8th, although the clock never strikes the hour, save when the concept biddeth. Nicholas of Cusa, 1450.
So...
Yeah. Well, I
don't know if
have
it's
some ideas
here.
about it, and I just wanted to give it a try. See how it goes?
Next thing I know, you'll be taking over all the Cusa pieces. What kind of ideas?
I don't know. Subconscious drives, right? Like, with anything creative.
What are these things? These are interesting.
Before your trip to the island? Or after?
Well,
Oh man.
I think...
That one is also related to the cinema, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
mostly
another
after.
one.
I had
Alright,
a seed of it before.
if you can still hear me over
When you first picked it out.
the lore,
I didn't
well,
really
remember
notice.
this one as also being one of those
The
puzzles.
Princess and the Pea. I don't mean to be stepping on your toes, though. Really, the drive is personal. I wanted to record this one so I can hear it the way I want to hear it. Just to set something right for myself.
Okay. I'm gonna file this into the category of good problems to have. Your attitude to the piece changed or clarified, I guess, maybe based on the trip.
Is that a recorder as well? It is.
Means it's working. I mean, something's working, right? Maybe.
Maybe there's something in here.
Lucky to ever get this far.
But here we are.
Record away. I will take my leave. Thanking you for
Ooh.
this opportunity to introspect on my aversive feelings.
You're welcome.
Here's one. That's the one we've been looking for, actually, looking at the shape. So that is great news. Where did I see that recorder? Over there.
I cannot understand why we idle discussing religion. If we are honest, and scientists have to be, we must admit that religion is a jumble of false assertions with no basis in reality.
Thank you.
The very
Thanks,
idea
Jargle.
of God is a product of the human imagination.
So,
It is quite
let's check
understandable
this
why
shape.
primitive people,
Oh, I
who were
know
so
which
much
shape
more
this one is.
exposed to the overpowering forces of nature than we are today, should have personified these forces in fear and trembling.
Which way was it
When
again?
we understand so many natural processes, we have no need for such solutions. I can't, for the life of me, see how the postulate of an almighty God helps us in any way. What I do see
Right.
is that
We know
this assumption
where
leads to
3 of them
such
are.
unproductive
Near the
questions
cinema.
as to why God allows so much misery and injustice, the exploitation
So
of
we
the poor by
found
the
this
rich,
one,
and
this
all
one,
the other
this one.
horrors he might
Not
have
this
prevented.
one yet. And
If
also not
religion is
this
still
one
being
yet.
taught,
This
it
might
is
actually
not
be the
only
cinema
because the
screen if you
ideas
look at
instead
it like
convince
that.
us, but simply because some of
Might
us
go all the
want to
way
keep the
around.
lower classes quiet.
And I'm sure there's a way
Quiet
to
people
find
are much easier to govern than
a straight
glamorous
line
and
over there as
dissatisfied
well.
ones. They are
Just
also much easier to exploit.
so confused about this
Religion
wave
is
one.
a kind of opium that allows a nation to lull itself into wishful dreams and so forget the injustices.
Jargle,
that
do
are
you
being
know
perpetrated against them.
this wave, is it also in the cinema?
Paul Dirac.
I feel like these are all neatly
Fascinated by
organized
Werner
as being near the cinema.
So,
That's why they're all
you see what
grouped
I'm saying
together.
here?
Yep.
But not this one.
doesn't fit either.
How would you characterize the way in which it doesn't fit?
Well, it's about arguing. And it's about being greatly disturbed by issues that are relatively small. It's not aiming high, and it's not about ultimate truth, not really. It's mostly about what some stupid people are doing that is wrong compared to what I am doing that is right.
But Paul Dirac was definitely a truth seeker.
Yeah.
In the domain of physics, at least.
It's not going to be
But
this one because
I
it's
don't
way
feel that
too
attitude
wavy,
makes
I
sense at
think.
all. If a belief is just formed in opposition to other beliefs, it can't be fundamental. It can't be that deep. But, you know, where he says the thing about natural processes, he starts to outline an actual philosophy.
Interesting. There's something that could stand on its own, that isn't just rejection and opposition. But then he drops it. Well, this isn't the Atheist Manifesto we need. I'll keep looking.
Okay.
You know, at one point Dirac also wrote this. One could perhaps describe the situation by saying that God is a mathematician of a very high order, and he used very advanced mathematics in constructing the universe. I think he meant God in an Einstein kind of way.
He said that? Same guy.
Same guy. Later in life, though. People are strange. Scientists are stranger.
Yes, they are.
I'm so confused. Where could that wave shape be? Do you still remember, Charcoal, where it is? Like, not maybe exactly where, but sort of where to start looking? Because with a wave shape, you'd almost think it's going to be something natural, right? Whereas something, a straight line is something man-made. Something more wave-like is going to be a natural shape. I almost instinctively gravitate towards here. But I think that's too far away from the obelisk. This is more the territory of that obelisk. I think. So, how far away from the obelisk would you say it is? Is it before this lake? Before the lake edge, or a bit further? I don't think it's a cloud. Yeah, for sure. And I don't think it's going to be anything to do with the clouds. Because even if you could see shape in them, I don't think they're really wavy in the same way. Because this one is perfectly wavy. Again, it has to be over here. It's in the same spot as these wall ones, so we do have to be around here somewhere. If it's not underground, if it's not in the cinema. Oh, this one's so annoying. Where could it possibly be? Do we see anything? Do we see anything that could be a wave? I don't think I do. This is really annoying. Or actually, is it... Okay, so there's one where I feel... there's one where I feel like it would have been a jungle obelisk one. But maybe it's not because we need to do something over here. I do remember this one. It's just the position where you have to stand to see it. I feel like it's going to be the jungle one. But I'm at the point where I figured out where pretty much all the rest of them are, being down there in the tunnels, that I'm going to move on to the jungle anyway if I can't find it. So, there's also that cloud over there. And I remember that if you hit the laser onto the cloud, instead of white, or instead of grey, it became white. And then you could stand somewhere over here, in between the town and the castle, somewhere over there, and it formed a puzzle. It's just, I think this pillar is very badly designed in where it's supposed to be, because what you have to activate is to the right of it instead of it's 90 degrees wrong where it's pointing at. It's pointing at that cloud, but the cloud is, the cloud's where the actual puzzle is. There we go. I think that is actually it. Need to stand a bit more up here, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit misleading, isn't it? I need to stand here. Still no? There we go. And the place where we actually have to stand is also completely misleading if you look at where the pillar is pointing. But that is it. I remembered this one, I just thought it belonged to the jungle pillar instead of the town one. But alright. We got there in the end. Let's just point this laser back to the mountain. Yeah, I think it is pointing to the dark cloud. But it's annoying because it points over there. Which, fair enough, you could say, but you have to be here. So that's 90 degrees the opposite way. And then also almost 90 degrees, maybe 45. You have to stand over there to actually solve it. So it's a bit misleading. I don't know, was it like this or was it even further? Pointed towards the mountain. Right, cool. Not that it really matters anymore, but, just looks nice. And we wouldn't want to mess with the climate of this little island. It's the one rain cloud they have. Right. The other ones, I think, are all downstairs. So let's go to the jungle pillar. Haha. Exactly. Environmental issues. This one's obviously going to form a circle with some other shape, right? Alright, let's visit the pillar. Just over there. Oh, hello. I think we may have found the first one before we even tried, actually. Doesn't that look like a circle? I have to find the exact right spot, of course. Maybe even further back. That's it. That's the one. Right. That's good that we solved it, because I kind of forgot that you have to solve the first one to actually activate it and see all the other ones. We did that one, so that's cool. That's cool. It is really dark though. Christ, I can't even get a good look at it. Right, so it's almost like one big rock shape. It's probably going to be very long, very big. And there's a couple like these. These could be trees actually, because this one's quite a straight line. That could be a tree. Alright. This one has a bunch of them. This one's interesting. This one shouldn't be too hard to spot. Actually, it isn't. It's going to be that shape, isn't it? The staircase. For sure. Like, for sure. It's just... We have to find a starting point. But by the looks of it, it's going to be... somewhere over here. Actually... Alright, that's pretty nice. Okay. He's standing a bit closer. Oh, that was easy. Of course, I can already see this shape over here as well. And I see an ending point over here. It's just blocked, so we need to stand a bit over there. I think that is an ending point as well. There's going to be quite a few of them over there, aren't there? Yeah, this one is a staircase with that left spot as an ending point. And then this one is that ending spot over there. And then we might have to stand up on the stairs there, and there might be a solution over here which is blocked by this fence over there. Alright, let's move over there, see if we can spot a few of those. Hey Urban. Yeah, this game's amazing, isn't it? Can I get myself close enough? Do I use this one? No, I have to stand here, I think. Otherwise, this is not going to be clear enough. Just... I think I do have to use that line over there. Yeah, that just about works, doesn't it? Yeah, you have to stand in a really specific spot, it seems. There we go. That's one. Then we need to finish over here. How do we do that? Yeah, I think we need to stand further away. But also higher up, so maybe we do need to stand over there near the pillar as well. Ooh, here's an ending point. Does that work like that? No, that one doesn't, but if we stand a bit further away, and that should work. Right. Let's see if we can spot some more. Actually, we can. These are lines, aren't they? I think we might have to be inside, though. This is an ending spot. And maybe we use one of these things. No better word for them. As a starting point. Maybe even in combination with one of those lines. Indeed. There we go. It has a green splotch over here which we have to cover up with this thing. We're close. There we go. That's one. I feel like this is going to be another one though. I think. But again, we might have to use some of these lines. Alright, cool. I think that might be it. Probably. Oh no, this is one as well. This also has a rounded edge. So I might need to stand over here. Now it's neat. Ooh, okay. How do we cross over? Can't cross over here as well. So I have to find something yellow. I think. Right, let's go back to the pillar to try and solve this one. Now we'll have a look at what the shape at the bottom is. Also, I believe this was one. You stood in the right spot. Somewhere up here, I believe. Like this. I like this jungle pillar. Oh boy. Forgot about that. Path is blocked. I have to go all the way around. Is there another one? I don't think so. Wait, I see a line that is quite neat over here. Look at the moss along this tree. That looks a bit too perfect. Is that an ending point? There was one that looked similar to this one, I believe. Yeah, I think it might be my favorite pillar as well. Alright, let's see. So we needed to draw a line that so that we could get over there. Actually, does this work maybe? Not quite. You'd think this just about works, right? But it doesn't want to jump up there. Maybe if I give it a bit more space? No, it just doesn't quite match up. This one's just a bit darker as well, I think. Which is not an issue if you stand back further and they're just, you know, details sort of fade a bit. Let's check out the pillar. Oh, hello. This is a circle, isn't it? Just need to match it up over here. And now we follow it all the way up. Well, not that way, because of the flowers. And then back down. Nice. That's another one. Oh, that's actually this one. Still have to find this one. That might actually be the one in the cloud, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I've used that semicircle in a cloud yet, right? That one over here. Or have I? Okay, there's still this one we can do. Have we figured out that one? Is it just this one? We'll have to stand over there. That's probably going to be it, looking at the shape. Okay. Then there's one where we have to go a lot around, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then finish off somewhere over here. That's one we still need to do. And then we have to do one that's probably going to be there on the floor. And this one. And the chalice. So, weirdly enough, the chalice, it has no weird shape, so we do need to find something yellow to bridge that gap down below. So, is there a way we can position ourselves so that we can solve this one? It looks to be as if we're supposed to just stand over there and look at it and just draw to the right. So we have to stand somewhere either a bit to the left here, but somewhere on the steps, I think. And for the other one, this one I'm not too sure about. This one's probably going to be, we'll have to stand a bit over here or here somewhere to draw that line. Right, let's go back. Hey Chimera, welcome. Alright, let's see. This is actually not too bad. Could work. It does work. For that one. Alright, cool. And we have this one. Yes, indeed. I finished the main game. I also finished the challenge and got the platinum. Now I'm just trying to get a 100% playthrough done, basically. So finding all the environmentals, hopefully all the recorders as well, then the optional puzzles in the tunnels down below, and then the secret ending at the end over there. So let's see. You think this should work, right? I don't see why it wouldn't work. Well, I think the secret ending is one of the environmental puzzles if I looked at the pillar. But in order to... Maybe there's another way to do it, but I think you need the solution that you get at the end of either just the end of the game or at the end of the challenge, and you need to input that into the gate, and then it'll reset the gate, and then you use the gate as the environmental puzzle. That'll give you the secret ending. I actually did that on accident in one of my playthroughs. I didn't get the... I did not do the challenge back then, and I didn't get to the end. I was just messing about with that gate because I saw it as the environmental puzzle. And then by some miracle, I just accidentally put in the right solution. And the gate reset, and that's how I found the secret ending. I don't understand why this doesn't work. I mean, there has to be a way, right? Yeah, I got pretty lucky with that. Actually, I might misremember. Maybe it was just me being aware of the environmental puzzles in a second playthrough, and then I just did the gate because I wanted to get as many as possible early on, and then I did the secret ending. That could have also been it. It was either one of those two. It was either luck or just being pedantic in my second playthrough and immediately solve that gate. Oh, I just... Am I going crazy, or should this just work, what I'm trying to do here? Because I feel like it should work. Yeah, that might also have been it, to be honest. Oh, I see. I mean, I started this game 7 years ago, so it's all a bit muddy, right? I don't remember how I did it back then. I think I do know how this works now. There's a little bit of yellow here, right? I need to close this shutter again. That'll create the yellow. Now, how did I close the shutters again? It was with these, wasn't it? So let's just make sure I have this line right here, because I think, yeah, it's going to disappear. So let's make sure I stay over here so that it remains solvable. Now we can pass over and get the chalice completed. Okay, very nice. Then there was also another one over here. Just don't remember how it went exactly. Was it something like this? Have we done this one already or not? I think we may not have. There we go. I think that's all for the monastery. Let's check. Then we need to... Yeah, I haven't used that cloud yet, because I used this thing as a starting point. So let's see. Alright, that's all of the monastery done. That's nice. We've done that one. Still need to find that weirdly shaped one, which looks to be quite big. But it might actually also be a tree. Then there's these ones. These also all look like trees. I'm worried about this one because, keep repeating this, straight lines are the hardest ones to find because there's so many straight lines that you could possibly find. Like this could, for instance, be any tree that's standing somewhat upright. Oh, for sure, man. I don't know how they made everything so condensed, but also so interconnected, where everything just plays a part. It's so impressive. And then made it look as amazing as it looks as well. Like it really is, from technical standpoint, like everything's just bunched together, but it still doesn't look weird or nothing looks out of place. It's amazing. As far as game design goes, this is probably one of the best games to, take as an example if you're into game design. I'm not personally, but I would imagine that this is like the perfect game to see how you can design a beautiful world where everything has a meaning and value and nothing's out of place. Just amazing. Right. This one might be annoying. Which one was this actually? I don't really remember. Oh wait, that was in the yard, wasn't it? The little stone arch. There might be another one in the garden. And then an upright one. I'll have to take a look. I see another. I do see another one. Last time we started over here and we finished up here. Now I see an ending point over here. We just need to find the right... There we go. Thank you, Mr. Rock. Right. Yeah, I can imagine, man. It's such a good, well-designed game. So there is one more straight line somewhere over there near the garden. Maybe it's near the laser, but let's explore. I want to say let's explore, but I think I've already explored enough. That is a circle. Where it's going to be. I just need to find a leaf maybe, or need something to close it with. Never mind. Right. That works. And there's also going to be this one. So we did the one that went through here, but there's also going to be this one over here. Question is, where is it going to end? Do we need to stand in a specific spot? Like, is this actually the end, or does it continue after this? Question. We need to be able to see this whole line, don't we? We still need to find something to fill out this spot. Maybe we need to stand over here somewhere? Can we stand over there? We move around. That almost works out. Right. It's just not right. Maybe if we stand over here, it does work. I have to move around again. That's my problem with this wall. It really forces you to walk around way more than is strictly necessary. So let's take a look if we can find that straight line that we were looking for as well. I mean, yeah, maybe not bad design, because at some point you have to sort of move around in order to get a view for the gate, I believe, but it is just a little bit annoying to have to walk around. Yeah, it's just a bit annoying to have to walk around every single time, but so we're looking for a straight line, right? I seem to remember that there was something on here as well, but I can't really recall what it was. But it was some sort of line either in this little puddle or on this wall. Yeah, give me one more minute, see if I can figure it out. Probably won't. Is it maybe over here? And I knew about this one. I found it before. Yeah, go ahead. Give me a reminder. Don't give it away completely if you can. Like just a little hint. Inside the temple. Ah. Alright. Thank you. Just wondering if we needed the shutters closed or opened for that one. I think we might have to open the shutters a little bit. You mean this marble, right? Right. Don't see it yet. I mean, I see the dude. Why am I not seeing this? So it should be a straight line down, I believe, right? At least the one I think it's going to be. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I was looking for the environmental puzzle that goes straight down. So that should also be somewhere here in the... So, which one did you mean then? Ah, there's a lady. That's pretty cool. Wondering where that line straight down is going to be. I believe it was somewhere around here, but... Can't seem to find it. Also wasn't here, was it? Don't think so. The puzzle or... Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. You can go hot and cold. Yeah, alright, that's cool. Alright, so maybe it's closer to these ones then. So the question is it in the same spot as these two? I don't feel like it is, but it might. That's going to be colder, I bet. Alright, I'll stand over here for a bit so you can say if that's warmer or colder. Oh, damn it. Is it inside the temple then, maybe? Let's take a look at the pillar. So it's supposed to be over here, in this line. Somewhere over here, maybe. Keep trying to see something in the marble, but it's just not there, is it? Maybe in a reflection? Don't think so either. Yeah, it seems like it. I'm trying to think, but maybe I have never solved this one then. Because I just can't think of what it was. I'm at a loss. Is it in this little garden or not? I don't think so, right? Was it one of these? Can't really make a neat straight line with those. Oh no! I don't like it cold. Yes. I'm so confused. Where could it be? Up here in the roof, maybe? Like, you could almost imagine this being a circle, but it's not. Aw, poor temple. I should keep it warm then. Let's go back to the temple. No, I'm kidding. Right. Right. I'm just not seeing a straight line. Okay, I can see this one that I did before, and the other one I did before. But a straight line, I guess. I'm close and I still can't see it. This is disastrous. Oh, come on, man. Oh! Ugh. I knew that. Definitely did. That took a bit. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this one before, to be honest with you. I don't remember having to draw this line before. Yeah, no. Alright, well, that was nice. Alright, all the way back around again. Love that. Yeah. I mean, I should have known if there's an outcropping where you can stand on in a weird spot. Again, this game doesn't have any coincidences. I should have known that there's something there. But, yeah, that just did not click for me. Hey Raz. Ooh, nice. That's all of those done. That's all of... so only 4 left. That one, those 2 ones, that one. Let's start with this one because it's going to be a tree again. I can tell by the shape. And this one I'm not too sure because it's relatively flat. This one is going to be a tree again because of the the straight line. Same with this one. Let's try to remember. This one starts at the bottom, and at the top right it goes like that. This one... Ah, okay, that's cool. No worries. I think I'm not gonna play for too long either, because I need to have lunch and take a pee. But I might be back afterwards, if I have some time. Right. This one is the most interesting out of all of them. And that one's somewhere over there. So it could very well be at the beach. That's what I'm thinking. Right, there's an outcropping. Again, no coincidences. Does feel like there might be something in here. Oh, actually, I found it. We found it, guys. It was not the beach. Ooh, by the way, that reminds me. I think there's a panel I haven't solved somewhere over here. There's like a fallen over tree. And I think I've not done the panel on that fallen over tree. Don't think there's any puzzles in this bamboo forest, is there? Oh, for sure. Hey, actually, I say that, but if that isn't a puzzle, then I don't know what is. So... I don't think I've actually seen this one before. Right, now let's solve this one. Ooh, actually, I think they might not be puzzles for the jungle before the pillar near the mountains. I think that might be what's happening here. Can I get out of here, please? That's what it is. Oh. Yeah, mountain pillar. Well, alright. I wanted to do them orderly, but I also don't want to miss any puzzles and then like purposefully ignore them and then not remember them is even worse. That's fine. Is there anything over here? Not really. Just need to take a good look at these trees, because I've done this one before, haven't I? Yeah, I've done this one. Alright, let's take another look. So we've done this one. These two are supposed to... These three, rather. Supposed to be more over there. So we can ignore this part of the forest down here. So is there another one in this tree, maybe, that we've forgotten about? We've done this one, I think. Or have we? Have we done this one? Actually, we might not have. Emmett, come on, remember. I think we may not have. Alright, let's see what the shape is like. Could it be that we've missed it? No, because we need to go down quite steeply at some point. So maybe we do need to be on the other side of this wall. Over here, maybe? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Ooh. We've had a couple easy ones. Now they're getting harder. I don't think I found this one before, have I? Why are those flowers in the way? Why won't they play nicely? There we go. Okay. So that's the flat-ish one that we found. That was this one right here. We still need to find this one. Which you'd think this one's easy to spot because there's a tree with a line going quite steep down. And now we need to find this one. Also with a tree hanging in quite a specific angle, probably. And starting at the bottom. It's also an important clue. That's a nice one. We need to find a tree that's almost straight, but not perfectly straight. Actually, have we done this one? Had we done this one or not? Maybe we haven't. Feel like we might have. Oh, we haven't. Okay, that's nice. That's that one done as well then. So just one left. Just this one left. I feel like we might have to be on the opposite side of the barrier for that one. Because it's more to the, well, right from where I'm standing right now than these other ones that we've done before. It might even actually be outside of the forest. But this shape, this straight line still has me thinking it's probably going to be a tree. But it's going to be way more over here than anything else. Alright, I'll probably try to solve this one and then I'll at least take a break, see if I maybe have some more time after my lunch. Let's try to get this pillar done with before I do so. Alright, let's see if we can find a spot where we need to be. Do any of you remember where this one is? Like, am I going the right way, or...? Right, it started around the ground, and then it had a straight angle at some point. Oh, thanks. I just... Yeah. We've done this one before, haven't we? I think we did this one. Maybe we haven't. Ooh, we haven't. This leaf has just a tiny green blotch on it. Okay, so this is going to be the one then. Fairly certain. Like this. Ah, alright. Well, I'm glad I got it figured out then. Right, let's check up on the pillar, see if we indeed did everything, if it's white. And then, before I forget, I'm going to find the fallen over tree that forms a bridge near the beach. And do the discarded panel that's on there as well, because I still need to do a couple panels. It's weird, let me just check. I have 506 panels? Yeah, 506. And it's 523, so I'm still missing 17, but I feel like I've done almost all the spots. Ooh, it is white. Nice. So that one's done as well. Right, here's the fallen over tree. Right. So I still need to find 16 panels and solve them somewhere. I'm just afraid that they might be all over the place. I hope that there's 16 or at least a good bunch of them clumped together somewhere and I've just completely forgotten about a spot. But it's quite a few still, 16 to miss. So it's going to be tricky. Right. Of course this one's going to be one. I know that. I like that one. I think there's another one along the mountain as well, around the side. Can you? The pre-challenge. Oh, I think I've done all of those that in the area that lead up to it. Yeah, I'll take a look. I think you can't use the lake as a map for all the panels, right? Only the discarded panels are marked on there, but not all the regular ones. So if I'm missing any regular ones, I think it's going to be hard to track those down. My best bet would be maybe the treehouse, that I've just forgotten like one whole section of them, like a whole row. That might be it, but I feel like I've done those. But anyway, yeah, I really need lunch now. But if I have some time afterwards, then I'll get back to it. And yeah, maybe, is there maybe like a bridge that broke off and is down there on the beach? Because I don't think I've been down there on the beach yet. So that might be it. Don't know if it's going to be 16, but that might be it. There's going to be a lot of them to solve over here as well. Oh, these are nice. These are not even complete puzzles. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to take a break. I think I'll be back, but I can't guarantee it. At the very least, I'll try to play this game as soon as possible again. Thanks for watching so far. Hopefully see you guys soon again. And god damn it, I see some... God damn it. I can't leave now. I see one right now. Come on. Okay, we'll do one more. Actually, I might need something else that I'm not seeing. Is it going to be like this in the tree? Oh, this game has me wrapped around its little finger. Ugh. Right. I'll get you, you bastard. Some other time. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later. Bye.